and welcome once again to another episode of Open Talk. In today's episode, our guest is Waheed Alkhan, the pioneer in music, composing, and music education. He established the Classic Institute of Music in 1986, which is one of the first music institutes in Bahrain, where many well-known talented Bahrainis had received their music education. The Classic Institute of Music had continued its mission for 20 years and shall come back again in a new form soon. Waheed Alkhan is the only musician who had won the award of the Royal Crown Prince for scientific research, and he has also established the first professional audio recording studio of its kind and size in 1989. Welcome to our program, Mr. Waheed Alkhan.
Thank you very much. Thank you for interviewing me.
The pleasure. Can you tell me to start with, can you tell me about your return?
Well, this is a new experiment, if you like. It's a composition that I was planning for many, many years.
Okay.
The composition is made for the elite. When we say elite, it is the top range of music. Okay. When you compose for a philharmonic orchestra, it is something totally different than the normal composition. It's not easy, it's difficult. I've been working on it many years. I will come back to the name, why did I name it The Return.
Okay.
Well, I must say that Bahrain, especially Bahrain, is very well equipped with such calibers for composition, and I think it is time that myself and my colleagues who are really capable of doing similar things to come up with their compositions and do it, although it is not easy, but I'm sure that such kind of music it will reach the whole world. It is made, as I said, for a philharmonic orchestra, and it is not easy. Very few people with certain calibers can do this. Simply because there's no room for amateurs in this. Starting from the composition, he has to be a very professional, well-educated, ending with the musicians. Each performer cannot be an amateur. Okay. Only professionals can do this. Playing in a philharmonic orchestra, you know, it's not easy, or it's also a pleasure to be with professors and the top rank of musician playing with you. It's totally different. different than what I've been doing many years ago. Sometimes we've been doing popular music, sometimes musicals, sometimes documentaries, but doing a music for a Philharmonic orchestra, it's totally different. Well, the name,
Okay.
why the return? The name The Return is named after one of the pieces which is made to describe the return of His Majesty Sheikh Isa bin Ali.
Okay.
When he came, I don't remember exactly the year, came to Bahrain on a dhow, a ship. It's actually, let me go back. How do I do my music?
Okay.
The way I did this album is simply different than a normal composition. It's not based on simple themes. First of all, it is international.
Mm-hmm.
It's made for international tastes and ears, but it is very much with Bahraini flavor. So it is Bahraini. The name, The Return, I had made, normally all the music which I make is based on a vision,
Okay.
a story in my mind. I create a story with a target.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's historical, and then I build my music on it. It's the other way around. Normally people do music for films or things like that, the other way around.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm creating the story or the vision.
Okay.
Then I make the music for it. Therefore, my music is very much panoramic. You can see things
Mm-hmm.
while you listen to music. And if you know the story, you will understand more. However, soon we are going to work on the video production for
Okay.
each piece of music, which will give it more depth.
Beautiful.
And we're waiting and working on that level. Let me go back to The Return. It's, as I said, the return of His Majesty Sheikh Isa bin Ali,
Mm-hmm.
the great-grandfather of our king,
Mm-hmm.
His Majesty the King. So it is, this piece of music is one of a kind by itself. Accordingly, The Return is a very nice name, His return to Bahrain, and having people on the other side waiting for him and spreading the news, so it's very dramatic. The name was very nice. Also, it reflects my return to the music.
Nice.
I've been a little bit away from music, taken by business, so now I decided to give most of my time to music.
It's a beautiful piece. I have heard just it was a minute, but it's beautiful,
Well,
and I'm
thank you.
sure everyone out there would love to hear the whole track.
I hope so. I hope so.
So, can you tell me what is your favorite track, the favorite work that you have done from your old albums?
Well, I've been doing a lot of things,
Okay.
really, but all the time I've been behind the scenes.
Okay.
I was not attracted by popular songs.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing documentaries. I was doing a lot of music for the TV, mainly Bahrain TV.
Okay.
So naturally, you cannot have your name or title under the works. I've been doing most of the music for Bahrain TV since the time of the former Minister of Information, Tariq Al-Mayed, starting from the signal of the broadcast starting, the news, and many episodes of many other things. I've been doing a lot of plays, mainly children,
Nice.
grown up these days, and they remember. I think I did a very good job. And then I've been doing some documentaries. I did a documentary in 2010. The name of the documentary is The Loyalty, Day of Loyalty,
Okay.
and so on.
Nice.
So you cannot find me in the popular music field, not much.
So, can you tell me about how many tracks will you be having in your new album? The
9,
9.
yes.
And so, could you tell me the stories behind few of those 9 tracks?
Well, there are many stories. Some of them are personal, but we treated it so it will be international. One of them is interesting.
Okay.
The name of it is The Tree. And this one, unfortunately, has no flavor of Bahrain except the tree,
Okay.
the palm tree. It's a story of a boy of 8 years old, with a short, always coming back from the school, playing with his dog around a certain tree in their house.
Okay.
That was myself, actually.
Okay, nice.
He loved this tree, and there was a special bond between him and this tree specifically. On a Friday, he woke up and he saw his father brought many people to cut this tree off. Have you seen a tree being cut off? A palm tree?
Not
I
really.
hope you will not.
No.
It's very painful.
I'm sure it is.
It's very painful. So they started to chop off the tree, the leaves first, then cut until they reached to the last part of it. And that was very painful too, because they started to pull this part while you hear the sound of the roots.
Okay.
The palm tree has big, thick roots. When you hear the sound, I still can hear it in my ears. So this is the story. He saw this, and while they cut off everything, he was crying.
Okay.
He had a seed of a palm date in his hand, as if he will never let go. He planted this seed in water. You know, the palm tree doesn't grow very quickly.
Yes.
So it grows up. He put it in another land, in another soil. It doesn't grow up fast. Take very long time. Some trees do that. They don't grow very fast.
Yeah.
So he decides when he grow up to go back to the same. He loves this tree.
Okay.
There's a special bond, like his baby. He brings the tree back to the same land. He put it in the same land. Doesn't grow, goes yellow, pales off. He gets sick. And the soil, when he tests it, it's not the same soil as before. What I'm trying to say, that the land changes, people change. So it happens, unfortunately, very dramatic, that he gets very sick, the tree gets sick, and he dies, the tree dies. So the music is a little bit emotional, a little bit dramatic, but it is very effective.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Knowing one of the stories of one of the tracks, this is, I'm sure even the music would be very touching when you hear it. So would that be one of your favorite tracks?
Well, this is no. All of them are my babies.
Okay.
So no, there are many different types. One of them is called Our Vals. It's also built around a folk game, play, or song, and it grows up. I'm not using the folk song to be to do arrangements around it. I'm just using it to serve a purpose of a place or of a story. For example, this one, the Vals, it's built around a game. This game is the love story of the two kids. Until they grow up and they have the vals, their own vals with each other. They lose each other. It's a long story. They lose each other, and then when they meet, they dance with each other. A valse, a modern valse.
That's nice. So can you tell me about having the Bahrain Musical Institutes back? How important, we have seen a lot of youth that are into music, and how important is that?
Well, I believe it's very important. Day after day, I meet people that they studied in my school. Some of them are becoming very famous.
Mm-hmm.
We have Noor Al-Qasim. She is a very fine pianist, and now she's finishing her studies in Vienna,
Nice.
the conservatory. And many other graduates who continued in conservatories, and they are professionals now in the market. So I'm very glad to see that I have made something. I did do something, and it was really fruitful when you see these people remembering everything and still performing. It's something important for the country. Each country should have a proper music school.
Of course.
Well, it's good that we have some other music school followed mine.
Mm-hmm.
They are doing the standard classical teaching.
Mm-hmm.
I'm planning to do something different,
Okay.
Atifa. I'm thinking of something totally different
Okay.
than what I've been doing before. It's very, very modern.
Mm-hmm.
It should serve a lot of musicians and amateurs or hobbyers or whatever. We're waiting for some formalities
Okay.
to start,
Well, we would love to see that.
inshallah.
So would you like to say any last words to our viewers out there?
Well, yes, I hope that people will listen to this music. It's not a kind of music that you hear one time.
Mm-hmm.
It's not short, though. Some of them are 5 minutes, some of them are 7 minutes. This kind of music needs to be heard and played more than one time, because there are many, many lines.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that the musicians will realize many important things in this kind of music. I wish to hear also some comments from the expats, non-Arabic speaking, non-Arabs, about this music. Already I received many.
Okay.
Soon I hope that there are some preparation to make a concert in Budapest and a concert
Nice.
in Russia, in Moscow. So I would like my people in this country to tell me what they feel when they hear this music, because it is Bahraini. It is international, though.
But
But
has,
you
I heard that it has a Bahraini touch.
You did?
Yes.
This is what I
beautiful.
want to reach. This is my goal.
It's beautiful. Your work is it's really very beautiful. Like
Thank you.
every piece that I heard, it had a wonder. You could feel that it has a wonderful meaning behind it.
You feel the panoramic sceneries.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes. It's beautiful.
That's my target. I think I achieved it.
I would love to see your work here in the National Theatre. Would love to see
Hopefully.
that. Hopefully.
We are planning to release the album, inshallah, after Ramadan sometime.
Okay, inshallah. Wish you all the best.
Thank you.
And thank you very much.
You're most welcome.
Thank you. Once again, our guest today was Waheed Alkhan, the talented Bahraini musician, composer. Stay tuned for the release of his new album. Thank you for watching Open Talk, and have a good evening.